So what's up, you guys? You're welcome to the Pop Culture Parrots. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time that I post. So let's get right into it. So there's tea on the table and it's piping hot. Firstly, SZA has surpassed Beyoncé to become the third most streamed black woman on Spotify. SZA's officially surpassed Beyoncé, becoming the third most streamed black woman on Spotify. And the hive is mad as fuck. They are literally so pissed about it. And it's kind of iffy, particularly because SZA has only two proper studio albums, if I'm not mistaken. Two proper studio albums, as opposed to Bey, who has about eight. So for her to outstream Beyonce on Spotify is absolutely crazy. So now the most streamed black women on Spotify are number one, Rihanna with 47 billion streams, number two, Nicki Minaj with 37 billion streams, and the newly crowned SZA with 29 billion streams, knocking Beyonce off the charts. And I do feel when it comes to streaming records, Beyonce's always taken an L for some reason. She's always behind, so to say. And I think the excuse that she debuted a while back does not completely validate her because your artist also debuted around the same time as Bey, who are still putting in streaming numbers. But at the same time, Bey is thriving in areas where artists that debuted in her time cannot thrive in. And she's thriving even more than the artists that debuting now can do. For example, SZA may have outstreamed Beyonce, but she can't tour like Beyonce. She can't do stadium tours like Beyonce solo. She can't. So I guess that is some leverage, but I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not going to lie that the fact that especially when Beyonce doesn't have a good streaming record behind her. For example, the fact that Tyler's album outstreamed Cowboy Carter the year before, the album of the year, and an album by an African act is outstreaming it, kind of just messes Beyonce's whole streaming record up, especially when they try to contend her against the likes of Rihanna and Taylor, especially Rihanna, who hasn't dropped music in decades, in years. So I'm just saying that those streaming cookies have to step up. And it's not even a problem of investing because I was going to say, oh, her label needs to invest more in her label needs to put more. But the label is already doing a lot. The label is doing a lot. The label invests in Beyonce. You can't deny the fact that Beyonce's marketing is impeccable. But why are people still not streaming? It's a whole conversation for another day. But shout out to SZA. Congratulations to SZA. This is not a whole thing to make the whole thing. This is not a thing I'm trying to make anyone spiteful against the other. But it is what it is. It's just kind of what it is. But yeah. Anyways, there are rumors of new Nicki music flying around basically everywhere. But before we get into that, let's talk about how the Barbz are still super mad at Nicki. Like, they're still super, super mad. They are super duper mad. And I completely get them. Matter of fact, I'm on their side because they are realizing how much potential Pink Friday 2 had as an album to be such a big album. To be such a big album. And because Nicki, I don't know if it was Nicki being lazy or just choosing not to promote the album of her own volition or whatever, but it's very, very upsetting when you realize how much potential Pink Friday 2 had as an album to be super commercially successful. So Super Freaky Girl was recently updated a bit late. This is a very late update showing that it has sold over 4 million units in the United States. And now it's nearing 5 million because, like I said, the update was a bit late. And this was basically what sparked the entire conversation about the potential of Pink Friday 2 as an album. Because when you look into the records on Pink Friday 2, like Red Ruby the Sleaze, that debuted number 13 on Billboard with no music video, no promo whatsoever. It was just a super hard record that debuted that high. Imagine that. And then you had Pink Friday Girls, which was the perfect pop record. Like, that was literally pop perfection. And then you have FTCU, F the Club Up, literally another rap perfection. That could have been Nicki's next big rap hit. That is, she had about 3 rap hits on this album. Three. And so many pop crossover songs that could have been mad potential to be hits. And I recall one day I was on Station Head listening to Nicki, and she said something. She was like, "Oh, Republic really wanted to push this album." And I told them no. And I was so lost. I was quite literally so lost. Because what that means is that your label saw potential in your album being super duper successful. Mind you, the album was still successful, but then you halted the promo that they wanted to give the album, coupled with the fact that there were no music videos, no promotion, nothing. Like, imagine the Barbz did not come up with the whole artificial intelligence Gag City concept, the whole AI Gag City, that all the brands, all the labels were hopping on as promo for Pink Friday too, which means the album will have literally had no promo, literally. And I feel like this was such a big album for Nicki. This was such an album after the hate train. There was a lot to prove that, oh, I'm still here. I'm still here. And that's why now people have the audacity to compare her to Doechii. I'm just saying. But anyways, if you let Nicki get on your nerves, she will work up your nerves. Because Nicki is so effing random. Like, she just does stuff sometimes. Because this makes no sense to me. Because although I do get the fact that this might have been an album that she just wanted to go on tour to. Like, this might have been a tour album, but that doesn't stop anything. That was just Nicki being Nicki, child. Let me not make up excuses for her. But anyways, back to the topic of new music. Starting with the one that I'm least excited about, Mamita has been registered by Shazam, on Shazam rather. Unpopular opinion, I don't want this song. A lot of Barbz do not want this song because she has been recording this song since 2020. The song is 5 years old. We've heard basically half of the record on the Pink Friday 2 tour. This is no longer new music. Like, this is just scraps that she might drop. So please, no. So to a record that I'm more excited about is the song Wake Up that has been attached to both Nicki's Facebook and Instagram and is featuring the producer Murder. And when I listened to these beats that was attached to Nicki's IG and Facebook, it made me so hyper because it was sounding like those beats that Nicki used to devour in 2017. Like, if you know 2017 Nicki, like the plain Jane type Nicki, those were what exactly these beats were giving. It was those type of beats where Nicki is going to come and rap her ass off. It's that type of beat. So I'm super, super excited about that. Another song that is speculated to drop is this record titled Commit a Murder that has been registered. The song has been registered. And late last year, rather, Nicki tweeted that she has a song in the vault with the initials CAM, C.A.M. So that could be no coincidence. C.A.M. Commit a Murder. Like, and then when you hear the title of that song, you know that she's coming in swinging and stuff. You know that she has to come in swinging on those type of records. So we're excited about that. And Sway Lee has apparently sent Nicki a verse or a song from his upcoming album. He has sent Nicki a song, and if you know, you know that Nicki loves Sway Lee. They have about 4 songs together, from Chun Sway to Turn Your Cap Backwards, all the way back to their 2014 collabs. Like, they've been working together since forever. So I'm super excited for that because I think Sway Lee rather and Nicki make a wonderful collab. So I think we're expecting new Nicki music soonest. But Young Money also shared a very cryptic tweet. Like, I found something Young Money shared that was basically not meant to be deciphered, but that tea leads into another tea that we're going to be saving for the next video because I can give it all to you in one video now, can I? Anyways, moving on. I think we all remember when Lisa, Doja Cat, and Ray dropped their collab, Born Again. And everyone was like, oh, it's coming to overthrow Bang Bang. The reign of Bang Bang is over after almost 11 years of Bang Bang being one of the biggest female collabs of all time. So now the chart predictions are out, and the song is predicted to debut at number 65 on the Billboard Hot 100. And I'm like, no shade, but that's not very much Bang Bang behavior. That's not Bang Bang behavior at all. But let's see, it might still rise. That's one thing about Doja Cat records. They might debut low, but they might still rise. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time that I post. Goodbye, you guys, and stay tuned.